What's going on, guys? John Alder here from Tkinter.com, and in this video, we'll look at resizing buttons for TTKBootstrap and Tkinter. Alright guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to look at resizing buttons with TTKBootstrap. But before we get started, if you like this video, want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to grab a totally free PDF version of my Tkinter widget quick reference guide book. This thing is awesome, it has all the Tkinter widgets and the TTK widgets as well. To get your free copy, just head over to tkinter.com/widget-book, enter your email address, and I'll shoot that right out to you. And while you're there, think about signing up for Tkinter.com membership. You can get all my Tkinter courses and videos for one low price. Use coupon code YouTube to get 30% off membership if you're interested. All right, like I said, in this video, I want to talk about resizing buttons, not just the size of the button, but also the font on the button. You can see here's a regular button, here's a bigger button. Now this is a little tricky, and that's why we need to talk about it. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor in the Get Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in the series. So check that out if you haven't so far. So I've got our basic starter code. I'm calling this button_size.py because why not? We're importing TTKBootstrap as TB. This has to be installed, so you have to pip install it if you haven't. And I've set the window to superhero, and it's 500 by 350. So let's start out by creating a button, and I'm just going to call this my_button, and this is going to be a tb.button because we've imported TTKBootstrap as TB, and I want to set the text as, I don't know, hello world. Now, normally to change the size of a button, we would give this a font. We would go font equal, and I'd say like Helvetica, and then I maybe make it size 18, and that would make the whole button bigger to compensate for the size of that font. But if we try this, my_button.pack, let's give this a pad Y like 40, push it down the screen, save this, head over to our terminal. I'm in my Tkinter.com directory, and let's run Python button_size.py, and we get an error, right? Unknown option font. It doesn't even know what that is. So we obviously can't do that. Now we can get rid of that. And with regular Tkinter, we can change the size. So we can set the width to like 30. If we save this and run it, you see we get this longer button. Now this is, I believe, in font, right? So it's font characters, 30 font characters. This is not pixels. So if you have a bigger font, it'll be bigger characters and the button will be a different size, which is kind of weird. Now, this might be what you're looking for if you just want to change the size and not the font. You can use width. You cannot use height. There is no height attribute. So we can try and change this to 20. If we do, we're going to get an error again. And doesn't know what height is, right? So what can we do? Well, first off, let's just get rid of this height and width. I want to change the font. Almost always when I want to make a button bigger, it's because I want the font bigger on the button. So how do we do that? Well, we have to use a style, right? And this is also a little bit tricky. Now I have a video on style with Tkinter. I'll link to it up there. You can check that out if you're not familiar with style. This is a slightly different use of style, and I'll show you why in just a second. So first of all, let's change our boot style. And let's make this success, which I think is green. Let's save this and run just to make sure. Yeah, so we've got a green button and we want to make it bigger. So how do we do that? Well, like I said, we have to use a style. So I'm going to call it, you can call it anything you want. I'm going to call it my_style. And this is a tb.style widget. Okay, so there's our style. Now we need to configure it. So let's go my_style.configure. And inside of here, first we have to name it. So I usually call these my.tButton. Now, whatever widget you're doing, it's going to be T the widget. So T button, T label, T check button, etc. Like I said, I got a video on this. You can check it out if you're not familiar with all this style stuff. So there we go, my T button. And then we can do whatever we want. So let's give this guy a font. And I want to say Helvetica and then size 18. Then down here in our button, we have to say, hey, use that style. So we'll set the style equal to, and let's put these on another line because it's starting to get a little bit hard to read. And we just set that equal to my.tButton, which is what we called it right here. So you would think this would work, and it sort of does, but sort of not. So let's take a look at this. Sure enough, our button is bigger, our font is bigger, but wait a second, this is a primary color. What's going on here? Remember, we set this as success, not primary. What's going on? Well, it's overriding the, I don't know, subclass maybe? Does that sound right? I don't know, it's doing something, right? That we don't want. And it's because we called this my. That's sort of what I would normally do. But instead of that, you need to name it what color system thing you're using, right? So we're using success. So we need to call this success.tButton. And then down here, when we reference it, it's success.tButton. Now, if we save this guy, head back over here, run it again, we get our success, right? Well, that's cool and that works, but what if you want to use something besides the primary, secondary, success, info, color scheme? If we head back over to our documentation, you remember there's all kinds of things you can use. You could use outline, you can use link. Well, I guess that's the only two things you could use, outline and link. How do we use those? Well, super easy. We just add them here with another dot. So if we want this to be success and outline, we just type in outline. Now notice this is capitalized. If you do lowercase, it won't work, right? It has to be capitalized. That's the convention here. So the name of your color that you want to use, success, and then whatever you want to do with it, right? And then we can come down here and again, call success dot outline. Okay, now if we save this guy, head back over here, run it again, we get our success outline button. It's now bigger and that works great. Now we can also give this more width, right? So we can come back over here and like we did earlier, we could, set the width equal to 20 or something. Come back, run this guy again. And now we have a wider button as well. That's it. And that's all there is to it. So a little complicated, a little bit tricky, but once you understand the tricks here, and those are mainly just in the naming convention right there, it's a piece of cake. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to grab your free PDF version of my Tkinter widget quick reference guide book. This thing is awesome, 150 pages with all the Tkinter widgets and the TTK widgets and all their attributes. Just head over to tkinter.com/widget-book. And while you're there, think about getting membership in tkinter.com and grab all my Tkinter courses and videos for one low price. Use coupon code YouTube to get 30% off membership if you're interested. My name is John Elder from tkinter.com, and I'll see you in the next video.